Say that again. If we want to end hunger, we have to support local farmers. Let me say that again. If we want to end hunger, we have to support local farmers. All right, out here at the farm, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Bees over there seem to be doing well. Look at the snow on top of our wood chips. Good lesson that I learned from Mr. Earl from Tulsa. He's a master community gardener. And he told us we should probably wait a few more months because these wood chips could be too green. And when they're too green and I had enough time to dry out, when we put them in the soil, they could want to grow back because they're in the soil. Not being in the soil and wanting to grow back, that could cause some problems with our seed plants. So it could create more unnecessary pests than what we want. So we're gonna wait. But they are still a very good source to use for the rows for weed management, but we're not going to cover, as we were considering doing, the entire zones. So we're going to wait. Probably wait till probably the summer, but we can still use them for composting and for weed management between the rows. So this is zone 2. Come walking with me. So here are, it's amazing what Mother Nature does. Of course, over there, zone 3. And we had to make some decisions for zone 3, whereas that was zone 1, where we had the mustard greens this past year. But because we were thinking about putting fully collard greens and kale there, but they're in the same family. But when we're rotating crops, we have to move the entire crop family. So I'm glad we talked to Mr. Earl about our plan so we can move the entire family. So we're going to move the collard greens and kale over to zone 3. And I think we'll get more yield out of it. Move them over there. But anyway, so here we go. See the cows. Look at that. You see little mama right behind them over there. So the cows are doing wonderful. They're good. Now, some of y'all may have been concerned, but look at them over there having a good time. That's Greedy right there in the middle. Oh, she's greedy, but she's pregnant, so we'll let her have it. Other cool thing is I'm walking around looking at all these tracks to see what animals are running through here. We have some coyotes. They're down that way, but they don't really mess around over here. So far, things look unharmed. The snow is beautiful. I'm excited about after all this melts away, how this will have an impact on our soil. A couple weeks, we should get our soil test back. Walking over to zone 1. Over chia. Raised beds in place. Things looking good. Some of the herbs that are in there, I'm not worried about them now because we're going to replant everything again. So everything was good. We're looking good. I'm gonna go check the water to see if that ice needs to be broken for the cows. And as you can see, this is the infamous area where our mustard greens were. And so, like I said, we were going to put because mustard greens were here, we were going to do collard greens and kale here. But collard greens and kale are still in the same crop family. So to control pests and get a better yield production, we have to move the entire family out. So here we were potentially going to put tomatoes, some basil, and maybe onions-ish in this area. Because when you keep the same, when you don't rotate your crops, what happens is that you're extracting all the nutrients from the soil, which can inhibit your growth and your yield. So if we would have put collard greens in this entire area, like we're initially planning to do before talking to Mr. Earl, we would have extracted more of the nutrients that the snow and our compost will put back into the soil. So we don't want to do that. So you rotate crops for pest management and to make sure that we, are taking care of our soil. Soil health is important. Looking at this ice. See, look. There she go. I see her. There she is. I might have to go over there and bust some of this ice. You know, I'm gonna do that now. It's getting close. It's okay. So, you seem to be doing well. A lot of fresh manure out here. Still able to eat some through some of the grass. This section is really good back here because this is where they've been. So we have not touched the soil back there. We're not plowed up. So hopefully as the days warm up, we will be able to give them some fresh water. But for right now, I'm gonna make sure that our cows are good. Recording this because, we've gotten into using AI technologies to make us a more efficient company. And this is real. So this is real snow, a real person. Look at this. This is where the fish are. All this, I'm not eating this. When I was little, we would get the second snow and we'd make ice cream. I'm not, see, these are all my fingers. All of them, see that? All my fingers. Oh, this is real. Look. Oh, that's real. This pot here, this looks like a slushy now. That pot is our, ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, golly. That pot right there was our, what I call it? It was my okra soup. Making natural fertilizer, composting scraps. Let it sit there, break down. It's all that nasty, funky juice that you see when you leave scraps out. That's good. That's good stuff. So, let's go over here, look at zone 3. Looks good. Nothing's been pretty much touched. Over here, you can see our garlic. That's elephant garlic still coming through. And I love this blanket. I love this blanket. I'm tell you why I love the blanket. It's like a duvet. It's like a duvet for the farm. And all of this soil. Well, this is some more garlic here too. Planted that late, so we'll see what happens. All of this snow functions like a blanket. Again, like I said, trapping the heat in the soil, because you would think when it's cold outside, when we're touching the surface, that underneath it is cold. But you gotta remember, like we learned in science class, it is the Earth's temperature, the core of the Earth's temperature is hot. So farmhouse is good. So this snow acts like a blanket in the wintertime when we get ready to transplant after the first frost, which is somewhere between April 17th to April 20th, 21st. We will transplant after the first frost. So our spring summer crops that enjoy more warm soil will be able to germinate in that warm soil. So you see here, this is another water trough where the bees and birds and all of them congregate here. We're noticing a lot. Bluebirds, scissor-tails, etc. Coming there to hydrate, and bees. But the bees are in our hive back that way. So this is zone with these feet. I should be identifying what these paw prints look like. Being that I am an Eagle Scout, January 1995. Oh, I'm old. Gotta be careful. So you see these marks. So something has been here and how they're walking in that direction, in that way. I can't really see the paw print as much, but looking at the path, it's come this way, probably gone in that direction. Looks like it went in that direction, but just passing through. So all this acts like blanket soil. Look at it. Now look at this. So you look at this soil, it's cold. Look at it. Look at how rich and dark the soil is. This is beautiful soil. This is all beautiful soil. And this is what changing seasons does for us. So we have to be mindful as farmers who are conscious of how we treat the land, what the changing seasons mean to us. So, yeah, so you can see little track marks coming from that direction, which is probably coyotes. They've been coming from there. Track marks coming through here, pass through the field, and they keep going. So we're not worried. And this section over here, y'all, this is the field. The big field, completely covered with snow. Looks good. Looks good. Again, beautiful blanket of snow. I'm gonna drive to the other side and we'll take a look at it from that other perspective. Another perspective. Yeah. Again, I want y'all thinking this is AI generated, because it's real deal. Okay, now we're at the top of zone 4. So this is considered the, I guess, the southeast section. As you can see, completely covered with snow, track marks everywhere. It's normal, it's fine. I mean, this is a weird path for whoever's been coming over here. Take a look at it. Beautiful, y'all. It's funny because growing up, this stuff did not make me excited. I was not happy about any of this. But the sight of snow and knowing now what it's useful for, just like blankets of snow keep the soil warm. That's just not what I imagined. So this is what we look like. So I want y'all to imagine with me that in the summer, I would say probably about June, starting May to June, that these fields are going to be filled with blossoming flowers, blooms from what we're planting in fruits and vegetables, okra, watermelon, vines from sweet potatoes, tomatoes, herbs. This is what we're look forward to, y'all. This is what we gotta look forward to. So keep following along with us. It's important that you follow along with us because we want you to see it. We'll keep being transparent with you, telling you what's going on, because building your trust is important as we are working intentionally to grow natural foods that are good for your health as we serve our community and our restaurant partners. So if you are a chef, you are a private chef, you work at a hotel, a restaurant, you do catering, and you're looking for food that's naturally grown and good for you, this will be the place you can find it. This is what we are going to do here to serve our community well. And beyond just growing food, we're going to prove that if we want to end hunger in Oklahoma, we have to support local farmers. Say that again. If we want to end hunger, we have to support local farmers. Let me say that again. If we want to end hunger, we have to support local farmers and be serious about it. So this is bigger than food. This is politics in a way that we can influence legislation to make sure those who are elected in this district and others take us serious. And if you know me, you got to know, I'm not letting up until we start moving the needle to really think about food sovereignty for Oklahomans.